Hello there. Blessings to you. And I trust that all is well in your world. We're about to get going and flowing with the goddess. Hey. Oh, shout out. What's going on? Shout out to Tessa as well. All right. The goddess is coming in. Let's invite her in. Hello there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Doing,
How are you?
doing well, doing well. We can't see you.
I know. Is that okay? Or would you like to see me?
Of course we would like to see you.
Oh, I just on this particular page, I just wanted it to be more focused on the vibrations and the message, but you know, let's see. Am I ready?
You're
Okay.
ready. You're ready.
Hi. Uh-oh. This is my first time, so please excuse me.
Okay, no, you're good.
Okay, let's see.
We'll wait on you.
Okay, all right. I appreciate the patience. Ah, okay. I have it on like a tripod, so let's see if I can adjust it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah, okay. I'm outside, sorry.
Yes, we see you in nature.
Yes, it's a nice day, so
It looks like
I wanted
it.
to
The sun
bring
is
you
out.
outside. Yes, it is. Okay. I'll just back up. Okay. Is that
Of
okay?
course. Hey there, how's it going?
It's going good. Oh, about to leave. No, I don't want to leave. It's going okay. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Just had a nice talk, had a nice walk, and it's been a nice sunny day out here in Texas. So it's
Yeah.
pretty hot. Whew, been sweating.
Yes, yes.
And,
It's nice here in Florida. Nice breeze and not too hot. It's just
mhm.
right.
What part of Florida are you in?
North Florida.
North Florida. Okay. And you said it's just right, like Goldilocks.
Just right. Perfect.
Just
Let's see
right.
what.
Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
that's right.
Well, I definitely, would love to learn more about your journey. Tell us a little bit about you, Goddess, and let us know, just what do you feel is the type of journey that you're on today? What would you call your path, you know?
Well, I mean, I'm on definitely a pranic journey. It really speaks to me, and I've been on it for some years now. And it all started as a child, my dad trying out the vegetarian diet, and me just latching on to it. And ever since then, just going on different levels like vegetarian to vegan to raw vegan to fruitarian to liquidarian to now breatharian. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
mhm.
so you said it was your father that was the catalyst?
Yes, it was as a child, definitely was. And I never really enjoyed meat per se. I guess when I was little, I always, like pushed it away. So, and then he told me exactly what it was called, like to not eat meat. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Okay.
interesting to me. So,
Yeah,
yeah, and
because
they
even
supported.
go ahead.
Oh no, and I said, and they supported me.
Awesome. Awesome. It's good to have that support system because a lot of people don't really get that. I've seen many people say that they don't have that kind of support when it comes to a completely new lifestyle, you know?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But
Hmm.
you're saying you've been on this lifestyle for quite some time. That's what you're
Quite some
saying?
time, yes. And just answering the call, being led and, you know, just saying yes to it.
Right.
So,
Right.
hmm
And as you speak that, Goddess, what do you feel like was the call that you were answering, and what was guiding you?
just me being not interested in meat or just, I guess, freedom. I'm always following freedom per se. So, like, minimalism,
Mhm.
simplicity always intrigued me,
Mm.
when I wanted to like simplify my life more and more. So, in all aspects, from the way I eat to the way I live, just in the items that I have. So, in every way, it's just life just felt better. It just felt better. And then things were always put in my path, people, places, experiences. So,
Mhm. Mhm. And when you say that simplicity intrigued you, like your curiosity was piqued at simplicity, what do
mhm.
you feel was your lifestyle when it came to complexity? Like, how were you living more complex, before you went to the next?
Mm. Well, I guess as a child, you have a lot of toys and, just different things. So, just seeing how it's harder to keep it organized when you have a lot. You know what I mean? And just, parents coming in wanting to get rid of things. So you have to choose, okay, so what am I going to keep? And just, you know, moving when I went to college, having to take so many things because, I've collected all these things and now I have to move it from here to here. And just the heaviness of that. It's like once you release, or once I released, it was like, well, what do I really
Mm.
need out of what I have? I don't really need these things. And just, wanting to live a more easeful life, and more free life because I love to travel. So, and I always and only take a carry-on,
Mhm.
when I travel. You know what I mean? I don't like to check a bag. I rather just whatever I can take on with me. And it's just easier. Life is just easier in simplicity and minimalism.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree
Yeah.
with you. It's simple. It's simple and plain. There's power in simplicity because, like you said, you can just have your carry on and carry on, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. And even just a backpack. So, you know, it's just it just feeds me and fuels me to want to carry on. Like if I had to like stop and find somewhere to put like drag all of this stuff, I might not want to go, as much. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
We were just having a conversation earlier, Goddess, and we were talking about that song by Erica Badu. You ever heard that song called Bag Lady?
Ooh, yes. Yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah.
And I did kind of, I used to be, I guess, a bag lady because I had a lot of bags until I learned to release them, and that I don't need all these bags. Life is more freer without
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
yeah.
I really I really hear you on that because she was like, you gonna hurt your back dragging all them bags like that. And I remember
Mm-hmm,
when she
mm-hmm,
said, I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to
mm-hmm.
is you.
That's it. That's
You
it.
know, that really spoke to me.
Yes,
That-
yes. I agree. Yeah.
it's like we are all we need at the end of the day. Understand like
Mm,
we're the only ones to
really,
hold on to. Yeah.
really and truly. And as you go and flow, the things that you truly and really need come
Mm.
to you. Because I found, like, say I want to go and purchase something, before I even purchase it, it comes to me. I find that a lot in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then with releasing, like, I released a lot, And then, like the next day, I found your page. I did a big release recently,
Mm.
and just wanting to finally find my tribe or community, because I've been in solitude a long time, just me on this journey,
Mm-hmm.
not being able to talk to anybody that I could relate to or that was on this path. So, yeah, and I love it here in your community. I love what you do and what you're doing. It really speaks to me. I feel seen and heard, and I see my divine reflections, so I'm just like, wow, this is just so nice. I love it here.
Wow, blessings, goddess. It's our community. This
Yeah,
this is the
yeah,
community that we're creating. It's a co-creation.
yeah,
You know, it takes.
yeah.
What do they say? It takes a village.
Village,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We're all creating it together. And when you were saying that you had a big release, what do you mean by that? What kind of release was it that you had before you transitioned and your vibe attracted your tribe?
Just the tribe that was not mine. I wanted to hold on to it, but it wasn't my space or my place, even though it was wonderful people, the values, the morals, the lifestyle. It was just different, and just trying to fit myself into a square peg. I'm a circle, and just trying, it didn't fit. It was nothing wrong. It just wasn't a good fit, you know. So, and I released it, and you know, I
Mhm.
found somewhere even better. Even though it's online, it's wonderful. I love it, you
Wow,
know.
you took the time to realign, you know?
Yes, yes, definitely, absolutely. Even if it was a bit quote unquote painful or not comfortable or didn't feel good, I still did it.
Hmm.
And I felt free once I did it. Immediately.
Well, it was liberating.
Yes, letting go. It really is. Trying
Okay. And what
to
would
hold on.
say it
hmm
again?
Not trying to hold on when you know you need to let go. Yeah.
That's a big one. That's a big one. A lot of us go through that, and a lot of us have to grow through that. So
Mm-hmm.
when it came to, like you said, the values, the morals, and the lifestyle of the group that you were in before, what were some of those, like, or what was one of the values, morals, and lifestyle that you felt didn't really gel with you anymore? You know?
Well, I love nature. Their vibe was more inside, and they love to eat. I don't. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just, I'm ready to be around others that reflect the lifestyle that I live.
Mhm.
Just being a breatharian and living a nomadic lifestyle, all
Mhm.
those.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Thank you for being so open and transparent about these things, because it's good for somebody just to hear it coming from someone else,
Mm-hmm.
so that they know that they're not crazy, that someone else shares these things and someone else cares to share because that's what they're going through. And it's like, when you say that you don't love to eat, what do you what exactly do you mean? Because some people, they're motivated more towards pleasure. They move towards pleasure. Other people are moving away from pain. They want to avoid pain. So on one side of the spectrum, we're like either avoiding pain or we're heading towards pleasure. Which one do you feel when it comes to this pranic journey?
Ease is and free. You know, living freely and more easily is a big part of my life. Like traveling from place to place, I don't have to go and look for food, you know, because I nourish myself with my thoughts and my mindset and my words, you know, and just the gratitude of being, you know. So, and I've been like, it's been many years. And like I said, but I go back and forth between liquidarian, breatharian, so to speak. It just depends, but more breatharian. But it just allows me to travel freely. I just don't have to look for certain things. I don't have to look for a restaurant or a bathroom. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that. And then I feel good. Just I don't need as much sleep,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I can enjoy just being present more in whatever I'm doing. You know what I mean? I have more
Mm-hmm.
energy, you know. So just the overall benefits of it outweigh
Mm-hmm.
food and those pleasures to me.
Yeah.
So,
A couple of my mentors, they say like, nothing tastes as good as purity feels,
yes, yes, yes,
like
yes.
nothing tastes as good than that feeling state. Because even when you talk about like, you know, traveling, being nomadic, I remember Jazz Muheen talking about these things when she was like, she can go to a whole nother country, a completely foreign country, and she doesn't have to worry about reading the label, you know?
Right.
She's
Mm-hmm.
willing and able, right? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
and
it.
the feeling is stable. So
Mm-hmm.
if
Yes.
you realize you have more than enough capability and availability with the energy that's all around you. When you were saying, Goddess, that you're nourished by your own thoughts, could you explain more about that for those who don't understand where you're coming from when it says like you nourishing yourself with your thoughts?
My mindset and um, because I believe mind is everything, you know. Your thoughts create your things, you know. So I try to just always focus on good feeling thoughts. You know, if I'm in a new place, I might just say, I'm welcome. You know, and I don't say it like vocally, like inside, internal, my internal conversations, my self talk. You know what I mean? And then that creates a feeling and it's very nourishing, you know, and I to tell myself I feel safe. You know what I mean? Even though I'm in a new place, you know? So, and I um, just try to keep that my focus, you know, how I want to feel and think thoughts that reflect those feelings or vice versa.
Mm, mm. Wonderful explanation. With those kinds of affirmation, self-talk, because I remember when I saw on your page, you're big on like mantras, self-talk,
Yeah,
and
yes,
affirmations,
yes.
saying that I'm welcome, I deserve to be here. I'm in the right place. I'm welcome, having that feeling and letting that be revealing. What would
Mm-hmm.
you say would be some of the self-talk or the affirmations that you might use to be nourished by energy or be nourished and feel full without needing something outside?
Let's see. It depends. You mean just like being outside, like in a new place? Sorry, bugs.
No, I mean, like,
Or
what would you say to be more nourished by energy in that way? Like, what would be your affirmations that you started to tell yourself to feel that?
yeah. Just those affirmations. I am safe. Um, I am worthy. They're very simple. It's not even complex,
Mhm.
you know. And it just depends. It might depend on what I see. You know what I mean? And I want to see something different. So I'll just affirm the opposite. You know what I mean? So um, it just depends. It's not
Mhm.
a specific affirmation because I journal a lot and I have journals and journals of different affirmations for whatever I need. Because to me, those are my medicines. My meditations are they're my medicines. So whatever I need, I know where I can go to feed myself for whatever that might be, you know.
Mhm.
So, and that'll be coming soon. I have more of that on my um, YouTube page. So just different affirmations for different
Yeah,
situations.
yeah.
Different.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. So I'm
Yeah.
with you. Different affirmations for different situations is a different vibration.
Yes.
That's
Yes. Yes. Yes.
wow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. So how have your journals assisted you in your journey, you know?
They're everything. Whoever because you are who you say you are. Woo, sorry. B. You are who you say you are. So my journals help me to remember. They're a reminder of who I say I am, you know? So just being able to reflect or go back to it if I'm in a space where I feel like I'm forgetting that, or I just need the reminder, you know? And usually it's daily upon rising, you know what I mean? Just remind myself of who I am, or if I'm growing into a different part of me, who I want to be,
Hmm.
you know? So that is my focus, or that's the energy that I'm cultivating for that day or that space or that moment in time.
Hmm. Hmm. I like how you say that's the energy that I'm cultivating, because
Hmm.
it's like what we focus on the longest grows the strongest,
Yes, absolutely.
you know?
Absolutely.
So,
And that I'm a stickler for my focus. So, yeah. But I know I need to, um, or I just want to, I desire to have community and, you know, just put myself out here. You know what I mean? So, you know,
hmm, hmm.
I don't know.
I,
That's why I'm here.
yeah,
So,
you know, that's why I'm here as well. You know, we're here for the same thing. We're on the same wavelength, you
yeah,
know?
absolutely.
It's interesting
Yeah.
when I listen to you speak, Goddess, you really have a lot of conscious language, and you're very intentional about the way that you utilize language. And I enjoy how you reclaim and reframe the
Yeah.
way that you speak, you know, in real
Yeah.
time, you know?
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that observation. I try my best. I do my best.
You did it again.
So it's important.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like you could have said morning, but said rising. Right? You could
Yes.
have said
Yes.
I try my best. You switched it. You said I do my best. You know,
Hmm.
and you could have said like, oh, like I need this, but you said no, I want this. I desire this. Right? So
Yes.
you change
Absolutely.
like in real time. It's really wonderful to watch and listen to.
Yeah. It's an everyday thing. Just, you know, you have to keep you know, recalibrating and bring yourself back around again and again, you know. So, you know, it's daily work. And I love it. I do. I love it. I love what I do.
You know,
So, yeah.
when did you realize that changing, reframing, rewording, and even just reclaiming the things that you speak into existence was so important? When did you realize that it was so important for you to do that on the daily?
Awareness, self-awareness in every moment, just being aware, you know, and seeing what my words created or my thoughts. I didn't even speak those thoughts, but I see what I thought. So if I want to see something different, I'm going to try to think differently. And so with that new thought, I saw a new thing. So I was like, okay. So self-awareness is really a big key, you know, in it all, you know, just being aware, you know, and that's why I love meditation and then silence, because you get to hear what you're thinking, you know, and if you don't or don't want to see it, you want to see something else, you can go ahead and change it in that moment, change that thought and say, oh, okay, no, I would like to see something different. I would like to experience something different. So I'm going to change my thoughts. And then the repetition. So if I'm feeling a way and I want to feel safe, because safe is a big thing for me, I'll just continue to say in my mind, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. And that's my mantra in that moment until that feeling is there. So, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. When was a time, Goddess, that, and thank you for sharing this with us, by the way. Like, I love the energy frequency that just comes from your voice. you
Mm-hmm.
know, when you're making use of the words that you do, and you feel like, you know, during those times when you started changing and reframing your words and realizing that it was important for you to do that because you saw what you were thinking, you saw your. So, what was an example of a time that you didn't even speak something, you saw your thought?
Mm. Uh, in my wellness, in my well-being, um, it may be very subtle, like not using my voice, and I may start coughing, you know, because I've noticed the link between coughing and not speaking up or feeling heard. So I'm like, okay, I need to speak up to myself. So I might say, I speak up for myself easily, freely, confidently, or, and I just give myself the medicine I need with my words, my thoughts, you know, immediately. I don't wait. So, yeah. So it's self-awareness again, paying attention to what my body is saying and then paying attention to the thoughts that I'm thinking, you know.
Mm. Whoa. Okay. Can you say that one more time? So you said, I speak up for myself freely and confidently.
Yes. Yes. And easily.
E-
Yeah.
Easily, freely, and confidently. I
Yes.
speak up for myself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's almost like working with the throat chakra. It's almost like energy work. That sounds
It
like.
is. Absolutely energy work because your thoughts are energy and that energy is your frequency. So, yeah, definitely. And it's important work, especially when you want to change the things that you're seeing, your environment and your space. You know, you have to think new thoughts so you can feel new feelings, you know,
Mhm.
and change energy.
So if
And it may
mhm.
take, I'm listening,
It may
sorry,
take what?
time,
Mhm.
but time is an illusion. So, hey, just do it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like
Mm-hmm.
it may take time, but what is time? Yeah. I
Exactly.
love,
So just do it.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
when you were talking, you speaking up for yourself, and I thought, or I assumed when you were going to say that you saw your thoughts, that you saw something physical on the outside, but I was surprised because you said you actually felt something physical on the inside, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like,
Yeah.
since you weren't speaking up, since you weren't using your voice, you said you started coughing. I don't hear that a lot. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's something, self-awareness, just being aware of myself, you know? So, yeah.
Okay. So there are certain things with the level of self-awareness that you have that you're paying attention with intention
Mm-hmm.
to your body,
Mm-hmm.
and your body is exhibiting things when you are not expressing.
Exactly. All the time, all the time. And especially going to new places, your body, you may feel what people call anxiety or just any type of feeling. So, and you can soothe yourself in that moment. You know what I mean? And hopefully experience something different or feel a different feeling just from that awareness and the tools of knowing, you know, your thoughts become your things and you can control your energy and everything, your frequency. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is it that when we're not expressing that we're repressing?
and suppressing.
Suppress,
Yeah.
okay, suppressing something down instead of letting that energy come around?
hmm I think so. In my walk, that's what I've found to this point, you know? So, yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
So, and then we express things in different ways. Maybe you can just journal it out. You don't have to say it verbally. It's still a form of expressing yourself. So, maybe you're not ready to speak it or do it or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's why I love journaling so much because I can express myself freely, and every single thing I would like to express, not holding back anything, and release. So,
Mm-hmm.
very powerful.
Super powerful. I just, just the other day, thank you for, what you said to me the other day, because last night I finished my first journal ever. I have a lot of unfinished journals. I have a lot of maybe quarter past finished, maybe half finished, but never have I ever completed one. It felt good to like go back and reconnect and reflect on the things that I put on those pages. And it's like the energy is all still there, you know?
Mm,
Yeah.
wow. Yes. Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And,
It's a good feeling because it was like taking a peek inside my mind at that particular point in time.
yes. Yes.
You know,
Yes. Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes. I love
I,
that.
I was able to see things, I think, too, and gain more awareness, just like you were saying, Goddess, with being able to see, like, oh wow, when I was in that situation, I didn't know how I was going to make it out that situation,
Mm,
and yet
mm,
here I am. You know,
mm-hmm.
I'm still here, and I'm reading what I wrote on that page in that time when I was like, I felt hopeless. You
Mm, mm.
know?
Wow. And that's so powerful because it shows you your strength and that you can,
Right,
So it's amazing, you know.
right, right. When,
Yes.
how do you feel like you've given yourself that strength? And what would you call that? Would you say it's your higher self, or how would you describe when you've given yourself that strength?
My divine self.
Mm,
Um, and that's why I love self-reflection and
mhm,
introspection because just being able to take the time and look back at a situation and see how I handle it and then just what's the word? Almost rewriting it and saying, okay, with what I know now, and now that that's over, if I could have, I would have preferred it to go this way. And then seeing it go the way I wanted it to go. And that gives me strength and power, for the future, you know, moments that may occur. So it strengthens me knowing that I can do it in a new way. So,
mhm.
yeah.
And you said your divine self, Goddess?
Yes, yes.
Wow. Your divine self. What would you say would be like your definition of divinity? You know?
Ooh. uh, um, maybe just my creative self, my ability and my power and my will. Because you can do anything. I truly believe that, you know, and when you know that, that's divine, you know, just to know your power and who you really and truly are, despite what anyone says or thinks, it's truly divine to know that you're capable, you're able, you can, you will, if that's your choice, because you get to choose in each and every moment.
I feel like you speaking affirmations over us right now.
Yes, I try to, in every person I encounter, I do my best to uplift and pour energy, good vibrations, good feelings into everyone I encounter, you know. So I do my best.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Blessed. Thank you for always doing your best when you express. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
when you speak in those affirmations over us, and it's interesting too, because why do you feel like that divine self, or even being in your power, when you're using these words like in your power, your creative power, and that divine self, why would you feel like some people find it challenging to tap into that power or to really feel into their divine self, their divinity?
Mm. Environment or beliefs that are um, given to you, you know, because a belief to me is just something that you just keep thinking, even if you don't necessarily want that to be your
Mhm.
belief, but if you keep thinking it, it will become, it will be. So,
Mhm.
you know, just, sorry, what was your question again? I went off.
No, I guess, no, it's what you said before, Goddess, as well, because it comes back to that repetition. Repetition.
Hmm.
It's,
Yes.
it's like repetition is the mother of skill.
Hmm.
Consistency is that DNA of mastery, and we can master something that can be, productive. We can master something that can be constructive, but we could
Hmm.
also master something that could be quite destructive, and
Hmm.
that could be a level
Hmm.
of mastery, right?
Hmm. Yep, yep. And you just don't know, you know. And I'm just grateful that I got to this place um, that I do know. And so I just, anyone that will listen, I try to, if they'll receive me, give it, and just be
Mm.
it. And then they'll ask questions, and then we'll go from there. But yeah.
Mhm. And we receive you, right now, as you're speaking, we're receiving you. I know you've been feeling it, right now, sharing so much love
Yeah.
right now. So many hearts are going up because it's
Mm.
resonant and it's relatable. There's been so many people and myself as well, so many times throughout my life where I didn't see a way out. Like I said, I was writing those things down where it's like I
Mm.
could not understand why I was thinking those thoughts, why I was feeling those emotions, and why I was just kind of going through the motions. That was my repetition over and over again, not
Mm.
understanding a way out of that cycle,
Mm.
But
Yes.
there's power in coming to that understanding that you came into, that we are hung by the tongue.
Mm. It's it is some, but it can be a good hung, or you can be risen or rise up by the
Mhm.
tongue. So, mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely. But yeah, I wanted to know more about like just your pranic
Hmm.
journey, and I guess how you came to be what I see, you know, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. Like you were saying, choosing to rise up. Like, there's one of my friends told me that the acronym for fear could be seen as, either we can forget everything and run, or
Mm.
face everything and rise, you know?
Yes. Ab-
And there was a time when I was faced with that fear. And,
Mm.
and a lot of those fears started to, it was after a partnership ended, and it was like I felt very broken, very shattered. My world, my identity of who I thought I was. I know you wrote on your
Mm.
page as well about self-image. You write about self-image. Self-image is very important. My self-image at that point in time, when I was just learning that there was another living, another lifestyle, that I could even have the choice, that I even had
Mm.
the option. I didn't even know I had the option. I thought the way I was eating, the way that I was consuming at that time, I didn't know that there was any other way, you know?
Mm.
So that was kind of the vibration that I stayed down in for a long time until I faced that fear. But what led me to face that fear was a marriage of two things. It was a marriage of inspiration and a marriage of desperation.
Mm.
And the two came together in harmony. So I was
Mhm.
desperate, but thank goodness I was also inspired. I was also inspired by people who were already doing it, people who were using their voice, activating their throat chakra, letting people know it was possible. No.
Mhm. Ab-
So people like Jasmine, people like Elitom, people like Ray Mayor, people like Akai and Camilla, and all
Mhm.
of these people that are still doing it today, still
Yes.
just showing effortlessly that it can be done. If you receive that, believe that, and perceive that, it can happen in your reality. So I decided to
Yes.
change my mentality and start to see that, like you said, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. You know.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for that question. Thank you for asking, because yeah, it's good to go down memory lane in my mind and realize that, it took time.
Mm-hmm.
It took time for me to get out of that downward
Mm-hmm.
spiral. It felt like that, at least. It felt like I was continuing on that trajectory, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it.
Was there a moment, like a specific moment, or like what was it that brought you to this pranic living? Like, was there
Yeah,
anything you
yeah,
could
I would say it was a level of dissatisfaction. You know,
mm,
you were talking before, Goddess, about not needing to, but wanting to and desiring to. We were
mm-hmm.
talking about the difference between like heading towards pleasure and avoiding pain. I had a bit of
Mm-hmm.
both. So
Okay.
I didn't want to feel the way I was feeling anymore.
I,
I felt
that's
depressed, I,
yes.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So since I really didn't want to feel like that anymore, I was willing, and I was so willing to do something that I had never before done, to
Mm-hmm.
feel something that I had never felt before in my life. And that
Mm-hmm.
became
Wow.
like, that became my path. That became my new direction, you know? That became like the course correction, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
it led me this
Yeah.
way. It was like I was going that way, now I'm going this way. And I
Mm-hmm.
like, come what may, whatever may come,
Yeah.
let's find out. Let's see. It was at
Yeah.
that point. It was at that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think
Wow.
different people come to or arrive at their own conclusions and
Mm-hmm.
their own realizations through different avenues. It's like different things might happen to different people and they receive it in different ways. You know how
Mm-hmm.
some guy, there could be like two sons and one father, and their father might die due to alcoholism, right? And
Mm-hmm.
one son becomes successful and the other son becomes, homeless on the street, just like down and out, and nothing seems to be happening for him. And they might interview both sons and ask, the other son, hey, like, why has this happened to you? It seems like you're just really all down and out. Like, why do you feel like your life has ended up like this, in shambles like this? Like, well, my father was an alcoholic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to the other son who's wildly successful and has all these things going for him and all these things growing for him and everything is flowing for him, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
him, well, why are you such a success? What gives you motivation? What gives you motivation to always just keep growing and keep achieving more? And he's like, man, my father was an alcoholic. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like, they both have the same reason, but they
Mm-hmm.
both went in completely different directions.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of, in a way, parallel to my connection with that redirection. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So why do you think that is though? Like two two the same father, different
Hmm.
directions. No?
You know, earlier when you were speaking things in real time, I was very impressed by the way you were able to redefine in real time, what it means
Mm-hmm.
to you. Because I think it's not as much what happens to us, but what we
Mm-hmm.
think about what happens to us,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not all the time
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Yes. Because I've always been, as long as I've known, very optimistic, very
Mm.
positive, you know. So no matter what. no matter what. Even when people said, "Oh wow, they didn't know how." They always probably thought, you know, the worst case scenario. But me, I always thought the best. I always knew there's a way,
Mhm.
you know. And as long as I'm paying attention and aware, you know, I can find my way,
Mm.
you know. So yeah.
Wow.
And tears, even though they're not words, they are a prayer,
Mm.
you know. So I feel like the divine knows exactly what I need, you know, but it's up to me to receive, you know what I mean? And when it comes to me, be aware enough and present enough to see it and know it, you know, and accept it and receive it. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
I saw someone share you on the story, and I clicked it. You know, I was like, oh wow. You know, and I could have passed it by or, you know, not received it, but I was like, wow, just what I was looking for.
Wow.
And the energy and the vibration, because I found others, but it's just something about what you're doing that just really speaks to me, you know? So, and I'm just so thankful. I had so much gratitude, you know, and I'm in a very happy place in my life right now. And I just feel like everything is just working out. You know, everything I need, want, desire is coming to me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I wasn't even looking and I found, you know. So I'm thankful, very thankful and grateful.
Wow, gratitude, gratitude, I share that thankfulness and just, I want to extend that to you as well. Just so much gratitude for you, embracing divine, making the time to share your story and just let us a little bit, into your world because for anybody who doesn't know, this is actually the first time that Goddess and I have interacted on here like this. Like we had never seen each other. We had
Yeah.
spoken to each other like this. It was the spur of the moment, and so you were this close to saying like, nah, I don't want to do that. But what made the decision for you? What made you take the leap?
Your energy, you know. When I see you, I see me. You are really a divine reflection, you know, and just everything about what I saw, I was like, yes, it was just yes, yes, yes. You know, it's like I manifested this. I created this. So I'm going to say yes because it's in alignment with everything that I am and desire to be like. So it's like, yeah, I was just, you know, it's like I called this in. You know what I mean? So yeah, just answering the call. It's like it's time. It is time. You know, and I'm in a great place, you know, so it made it easier. Even if I was feeling away, you know, I soothed myself and I was like, it's gonna be okay. And then you did as well. You told me it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fun. You know? And it's my first live ever, 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 ever. So it's like,
Y'all don't
wow,
hear that?
it means a lot.
Y'all
Yeah.
clap, let's give Goddess some clap, y'all. Definitely, show some love. This was her very first live ever.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yes. Yes. So thank you for ushering me into this live space or just being visible in my space because initially, you know, I just wanted to be the frequency and the vibrations and the message that people feel and not being distracted by my vessel. You know what I mean? Were my thoughts. But, you know, I'm open to different perspectives and, you know, just changing and growing, you know? So
Yeah.
here I am live.
And we have a saying back when I was in a group a long time ago, and we would say, changing lives with our lives, one live at a time, just
Mhm. Okay.
understanding that there was so much power in your story, just sharing that message. And, I just thank you for being so open. We feel your energy. We feel your love. We
You
feel
think,
that everything is a manifestation and just such a high vibration. So I trust that this won't be the last time that we hear from you. And just
yeah,
thank you for all that you touched today. Yeah.
yes. and give thanks for just reaching
Mm,
out and having me here.
absolutely.
I appreciate it. You know, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you to everyone who's here.
Absolutely. Well, Goddess, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. You as well. Take
Take
care.
care.